concerned. I mean, it does happen in the United States, it happens in Asia as well, but for our part of the world, it's the Sahara Desert, North Africa, all that heat pushes forward. It's not just one country or two countries, it's the entire European continent.
From bureaus worldwide, this is FSN.
From the studios of Extreme Sports in Hastings, Nebraska, we present Huddle Up, a great way to start your day with all the news, weather, and sports you need, interesting interviews, and friendly conversation from two guys that go together like Scooby and Shaggy. Mike Will and Tyson Havronic.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Huddle Up here on Extreme Sports. It is a Monday, the 30th of June for 2025, last day of June, as we get ready for the 4th of July holiday weekend coming up here. Mike Will, Tyson Havronic, ready to start your day the right way. We'll all have your news, weather, and sports to get you out the door here this morning. Going to be talking about the future for Bryce Williams. He didn't hear his name called in the 2025 NBA draft. What's in store for him? We've got the details coming up. Some Legion baseball played over the weekend. The Hastings Sodbusters scheduled to play tonight against the Fremont Moo out at Duncan Field. The Hastings Open Golf Tournament was held over the weekend. We'll tell you who rose to the top of the championship round there. The Kansas City Royals, they were losers yesterday to the Los Angeles Dodgers. They will open up a series tonight at Seattle. Got some racing news for you, both on the, on the NASCAR front, the F1 front, and the horse racing front over the weekend. Some stuff from the NBA and a whole lot more coming up as we wake up and get going here for a Monday morning as we welcome in Tyson Havronic from the Western Studios here this morning. Good morning.
And a good soggy morning to you here from the Western Studios as we've had some rain falling overnight and then continuing into this morning. More rain on the way. We'll be talking and updating on the current status over in Grand Island after they dealt with their fair share of rain and flooding last week. We'll get brought up to speed on the latest there. And a manhunt underway in Hamilton County. We'll bring you up to speed on what's been going on over on the weekend in that direction as well. But yes, a very good morning to you. And the United States men's soccer team, by the way, they're going to be playing now in the semifinals of the Gold Cup, a shootout victory over Costa Rica yesterday. And so the American Outlaws and Team USA moving on to the semifinals. They'll be taking on Guatemala.
So when is that? Is that this week?
It is Wednesday. That'll be Wednesday night.
All right. Put that down on your TV slate.
Absolutely.
Anyway, we're back at it here. It's a Monday morning, the 30th of June. What happened to the month of June? God, we're already at the end of June.
What happened to May?
Yeah, July is
right?
Starting tomorrow. We got the holiday weekend coming up this weekend, and bam, we'll be well underway into the month of July when we get back together again next Monday. So, yeah, time's flying. Time's flying. Before we know it, it's the college football scene coming up. We'll dive into that, obviously, after the 4th of July holiday weekend. So this is just kind of a week to relax, unwind, and get ready for the madhouse to begin if you're in the sports world.
How is your neighborhood in terms of relaxation ability with fireworks?
Fortunately enough, I'm going to get the hell out of here and get to the lake. Sure. And on the north shore of Heartland County Reservoir, they don't allow fireworks.
Yep. But
the area towns, obviously, they do. Republican City, Alma, Franklin, they all allow it, so you can hear them from the lake. Raja is going to spend a week in the comforts of the motorhome, the RV, so hopefully she'll have a much better week than she would if she was here at the house.
Yep. I have this is the first 4th of July that I've spent on the Western Studios, and so I had no idea what I was kind of like walking into in terms of like fireworks zone or how active our particular neighborhood is. And
what's the makeup of your neighborhood? Do you have some teenagers in your neighborhood?
I sure do.
You won't.
And they were firing them off last night already.
Yeah, you won't get to sleep at all week long.
11 p.m. I finally heard things kind of settle down about when the rains came through. So.
Yeah, you'll have a miserable week of sleeping.
Yep, it was right outside my window.
Because they'll be blowing off fireworks all week long.
Mm-hmm. 'Tis the season.
It is the season. I don't know if I really look forward. No, I don't. I'm not going to say I don't really know. I do not look forward to the 4th of July, although we get a couple of days off. Sure. That's the only thing that I look forward to. I'm not a guy who's going to light up fireworks anymore.
No.
I'm not going to go spend $300 to blow up fireworks at like a neighborhood gathering or anything like that.
That's a lot of beer money.
That is, you know how many garage beers I could buy with $300?
See, like I started doing math with this stuff. Like when I was a kid, it didn't matter.
Yeah, you
you just went to the fireworks stand because it's what you did. You wanted to blow up things, and you didn't care how much you
whine to your parents when you're real young.
Yeah.
To take me to the fireworks stand, we're gonna go blow these things up. I didn't care if the fireworks was like $40. It's cool.
Right.
It's cool, Dad. Look what it does.
And every other kid's doing it, so you got to do it.
Yeah.
And the parents they got in hook, line, and sinker, and we had a great 4th of July season. I get to like 25. And I start putting like beer math equations to this, and I'm like, ooh, I could get this artillery shell that's $100, or I could buy 5 cases of beer. I'm going to buy 5 cases of beer. I'm going to save my money. I'm going to make smart financial decisions.
Yeah, maybe go over to one of your buddy's house that might have some of the fireworks that you'd like to see.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm with you. I might go. I might go to a community-wide celebration. Sure. We're going to be down at the lake this weekend, so maybe blow over to Alma. They've always got a big celebration over there.
Okay.
So maybe blow over to Alma like Friday night.
But they don't do like fireworks on the lake or anything like that?
They do. They blow them over the lake.
That's awesome.
So that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
If you want to get in your boat and drive to Alma in your boat.
Drive to Alma in your boat?
Well, you can. You can just sit offshore of Alma and they blow them out over the lake, which is kind of neat. But getting back, we did that once.
Yeah.
And I probably won't ever do it again. The lake at night is dark. I mean, it's really dark.
Well, they don't have like street lights or anything.
Yeah, so getting back to the marina after you go to Alma in your boat, it's really dark. It's kind of scary, especially with all the boats out there. It's wavy.
And people have been drinking.
Yeah, people have been drinking all day long and don't abide by the boating rules. Mm-hmm. So you're scrambling to get back. The last time I went to Alma, I was the captain of the ship, and I actually got lost out at sea.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I didn't know where I was going. It's dark out there. I'll probably never do that again. I know a lot of people do.
Right.
A lot of people do, but I won't probably be doing that. Anyway, welcome to the 4th of July holiday week here. Yeah, we get a day off Friday.
What is our 4th of July schedule?
Yeah, we're not working Friday, obviously.
Not working Friday.
I try to get Thursday off. I brought it up yesterday to the powers to be.
Yep.
She thinks that Mike and Tyson should be on the air Thursday. We're kind of on a roll right now.
Yeah.
For this show. She didn't want to lose the momentum. She's figuring out the numbers, too, as we watch them come in. We're kind of on a roll on this show here in the past couple of months.
So let's keep it going.
So we got to keep her going. So I lobbied for Thursday off. I lobbied for Thursday off and got shot down, but that's all right.
It's almost been an entire year that this show has been in existence.
Let's see. Labor Day.
We're going to make it past like the first week.
Yeah, our first show was a disaster.
It was bad.
So Labor Day we'll be celebrating our 1-year anniversary.
That's right.
God, we should do something for that. It's not Labor Day, but it's like it's the Tuesday after Labor Day. That's the anniversary to our blow-up show that we had. Mm-hmm. And then, hell, by Wednesday, we pulled everything together.
We could do, like, live on location party somewhere.
Where would we have our 1-year anniversary party?
I was thinking like a garage beer, but
What, at 7 o'clock in the morning?
that's our 1-year anniversary. Let's party down.
Where are we going to do that at 7 a.m.? Who's open at 7 a.m.
A garage.
Just do it in a garage?
Yeah. I don't know. I think we should like definitely party down. Maybe
We
like
need
a
to-
coffee house.
I'm just trying to think, where can we hold our 1-year anniversary of this show? Maybe chime in. Let the people decide.
There you go.
Chime in with
I
us
like
on
that.
our social media sites. Let us know. It's not coming up for the 4th of July holiday weekend. It's Labor Day weekend. Right after Labor Day, we started this show. So we got our 1-year anniversary coming up. What are we going to do? We should probably go out and be on location somewhere.
Yeah, we should really party. We use any excuse to party.
Who would be open at this time that we could dive into?
Most of the people we have to ask. We have to ask them to come unlock the doors for us at 6
Well, that
o'clock
would-
in the morning.
That wouldn't be any fun because there would be nobody there.
That's right.
We'd have to be like a convenience store, a fast food joint. We could do our show and we could flip burgers.
That sounds horrible.
That wouldn't be very fun. Anyway, leave us an idea.
Yeah.
We got a lot of people already getting into the lobby here today. Drop us an idea on where we could do our.
You know the casino's open 24 hours, right?
God, that'd be all right. We could do that. Go to Grand Island.
It'll be about state fair time.
Let's see, would
so
it be?
It'll be topical.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Or it'd probably be right after they close. Don't they close on Labor Day?
Their last day is Labor Day, yeah.
So it'd be the day after the state fair would close. That's a possibility. That's a possibility there. Good idea.
Keep that on the front burner.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We could go to the casino. That would not be good.
What words have ever followed? That was a great idea. Let's go to the casino.
That would not be good.
Mike and Tyson live on location at the casino
At 7 a.m.
at 7 a.m. with
God,
a whole
football
day
season-
of activities.
Football season will be going on.
Martin says Fawner.
Yeah, we got some people already chiming in on that.
Bush lattes are greater than fireworks. Chief Endorf doing the beer math over there.
Meet at McDonald's or Fawner Park. Ryan Martin has already chimed in.
I'm kind of now on the hot button for the casino show.
We've got several weeks to put that together. Our 1-year anniversary show at the casino. That sounds good, but what don't you like about that?
3 chili.
They have that Chili's game up there. More
They have the
Chili's.
game.
Do they?
They also have the pigs game. Feed
God,
the
I like
hogs.
that. I like that more Chili's game.
The piggy bank game gets me every time.
I always want to turn up the volume all the way on more Chili's.
You would be that guy.
Yeah, I'm the guy who sits down at a slot machine, and if it's down to like number 1,
Please don't. You crank it.
I find the volume switch to the slot machine. I run her all the way up to 10.
Oh no. You are that guy.
Yeah, I sit down at the machine and I run it all the way up to 10. Because when I win, I want people to know that I've won.
See, I'm the exact opposite. I try to be covert about all that.
You run her down to 0 so
I run
nobody
her down
knows.
to 0 so nobody knows that I won. So if I can like sneak out a nice big grand prize ticket, I can sneak out of the casino without anyone like, I'm a short guy and I don't run
Hopping
very
you.
fast.
Hopping you in the parking lot.
Exactly.
Chief
I gotta be
Endorf.
smarter.
Chief Endorf has come up with a plan.
Cow Palace.
How about the Cow Palace in Grand
Yeah,
Island?
that'd be all right too, wouldn't it?
Would they be open?
Oh yeah.
God, I haven't been in there for a long time. People just joining us, probably thinking, What are we talking about? Well, we're talking about our one-year anniversary show, which is coming up in September. Why have we wasted the first 15 minutes of the show talking about our one-year anniversary show, which is coming up in September?
Because we're talking about holidays that we're getting off, and you were trying to lobby for Thursday, but you didn't get it off, and because we're having a lot of momentum. And then I brought up the fact that it was our one-year anniversary coming up here in a couple months, and now we're on to a casino show, and Tim Stroman's going to join us at the casino. We've already launched. We've already got a helping hand.
God, Stroman at the casino, that wouldn't be good.
3 of us.
We could probably put him on the show. He's got a VIP pass to the show. He can get on anytime he wants.
The poor guy had a rough Sunday at fantasy baseball.
Oh, he had a rough weekend in total.
Got nose update over there.
Yeah, it was the close of the season. They played 4 games in one day.
Oh, God.
In the 100-degree heat on Saturday.
Nope.
That was great. They didn't perform very well.
But I'm guessing that their skills developed as the season went along, and that's the most important thing. And really, honestly, at that age, like I said this, I coached 8-year-olds for one season. And it was a lot like herding cats. There was a lot of attention span that was going on that I was able to really kind of get them to lock in.
About 15 seconds worth.
Yeah, that's about right. But what I said always to like any parent, like the measure of success, we were not good. I mean, our record was like 0-22 when we were playing teams that had been playing for 22 weeks already before we even stepped foot on the field. I mean, and that hasn't changed in terms of how U-Trip baseball is set up. But I always said at 8 years old, my goal is that you come back and play next year because you had fun doing it. Like, that's the goal at 8. The goal at 8 is not to go win a USSSA state championship. At 8 years old, I want to make sure that you have enough fun so you can come back and play when you're 9. And then at 9, you come back and play when you're 10. And
I agree.
And you keep wanting to come back.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, what's going on here?
Developed with a sunburn over the weekend.
God. Yeah, it was hot over the weekend.
It's miserable.
We were at the lake and it was hot. We're going to do her again this week. Let's see, a couple of things I want to bring up.
Yeah.
Got some NBA stuff. Houston Rockets forward Jabari Smith intends to sign a 5-year, $122 million rookie contract extension. He averaged 12.2 points, 7 rebounds per game. Last year, that was disrupted by a broken left hand in January. He's the only player from the 2022 draft class to have accumulated 2,500 points, 1,500 rebounds so far. So Jabari Smith is staying put, signing a $122 million rookie contract extension. James Harden, he's declining a $36.3 million player option. He intends to re-sign with the LA Clippers on a 2-year, $81.5 million contract. He averaged 22.8 points, 8.7 assists, 5.8 rebounds, 1.5 steals per game, led the NBA in 129 step-back three-pointers. Now, who the hell is in charge of statting that? Step-back three-pointers. He had 129 of them last year.
Looks more like a travel to me, but whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, somebody's in charge of charting James Harden's step-back three-pointers. 129 of them last year. Anyway, a couple of guys signing some major deals in the NBA. Interesting note from college football. BYU quarterback Jake Retzloff planning to transfer. He's facing a suspension after admitting to premarital sex.
I'm sorry, what? I'm going to need you to roll that tape back.
BYU quarterback Jake Retzloff is planning to transfer from the school. He's facing a suspension after admitting to premarital sex.
Oh, BYU. Never
A
changed.
violation of the school's honor code. That surfaced during his response to a civil lawsuit. Retzloff met with school officials Friday, was informed he likely would face a 7-game suspension. So he says, I'm blowing out of here.
Deuces.
I'm blowing out of here.
Who the hell would
Screw
want to
you.
go to BYU?
Yeah, screw you, BYU. I'm going somewhere else. He's been working out with his squad and participating in summer workouts and practices. Team is on break until July 7th. Started 13 games for the Cougars last year. His first year as a starter led the team to an 11-2 record. Passed for nearly 3,000 yards, 20 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. But he admitted to premarital sex. So he's out of BYU. He says, screw you, BYU, I'm playing elsewhere. So that's what I've got for you today. I've got some guys.
That's a hell of a code of honor.
Yeah, I've got a couple of guys signing some big contracts in the NBA, and BYU is looking for a new quarterback. Jake Retzloff is in the transfer portal now after admitting to premarital sex.
And after being forced to transfer because you're facing a suspension, who would want to go to BYU to be their starting quarterback? These are all burning questions that I have. Code of honor. That's rich.
7-game suspension.
And how they come up with 7 was the right number for that.
Well, if you have premarital sex,
Apparently you face a 7-game suspension.
yeah, you can't play for 7 games.
No more, no less. 7
It came
is the
out of
number.
a civil lawsuit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I obviously don't know the details on the
Sure.
civil lawsuit, but he admitted to having premarital sex.
Incredible.
So now he can't play for 7 games. So he says, screw you, BYU.
I'm out. Deuces.
I'll play elsewhere. I'll go to some school that allows me to have premarital sex.
Apparently.
God. So that's what's in the sports world
Good
today.
stuff. Good stuff.
Let's see what else I want to get to before we get to sports. Chase Elliott, by the way, won on the NASCAR race, the NASCAR circuit on Saturday. She's out in Atlanta. Had a big crash early. Took out 20 cars.
Wow.
God, took out like half of the field. 20-car pileup took out most of the front runners early in the race. Chase Elliott wins in Atlanta. Brad Keselowski finished second. Alex Bowman third. Tyler Reddick fourth. Eric Jones fifth. I was informed last night by Riken I was supposed to beat you to the F1 circuit. He informed me that Lando Norris picked up the win on the F1 circuit, the Australian Grand Prix.
Austrian. They were in Austria.
Austria Grand Prix.
There it is.
The Australian
Austrian.
Grand Prix. Mm-hmm. Lando Norris, another McLaren driver, finished second. Riken informed me of that yesterday. Yep. Riken informed me that last night. FaceTime me last night to inform me.
You got to beat Tyson to the F1 punch.
Yeah, he says, beat Tyson to the F1 story this week. I said, who won?
Lando
Norris. I said, okay, I'll write that down. I'll beat him to the punch tomorrow.
He had a absolute stunning lap in qualifying. I mean,
Lando did?
Normally it's pretty tight, like the margins in terms of the qualifying rounds. Like, he set like a 112. Everybody else was like 113.8.
Blew him out.
He just blew him out of the water.
Yeah, so Riken wanted to make sure I beat you to the punch.
Good work. Good work today.
And Hall of Fame trainer Dwayne Lucas has died at the age of 89. Remember we said last week that he was turning his ponies over to his assistant trainer and that he was going home? Well, he died over the weekend, age of 89. Lucas won 15 Triple Crown races, including the Kentucky Derby 4 times. Only his good friend Bob Baffert has more Triple Crown victories, and Lucas owns a record-tying 20 in the Breeders' Cup World Championships. So Dean Wayne Lucas passes away at the age of 89 over the weekend.
Speaking of farewells and RIPs, Dave Parker from the Pittsburgh Pirates, legendary Pirate, 11 years in the uniform, 2 batting titles, MVP award, and of course the World Series championship from 1979. Inaugural Pirates Hall of Fame class in 2022, and eventually will be enshrined in National Baseball Hall of Fame coming up in Cooperstown next month. So Dave Parker passing away at the age, I believe, of 72.
Wow. All right, so that's your sports headlines, or at least some of them, as you get up and get rolling here. Mike and Tyson, it's a Monday morning, the 30th of June for 2025. 7:25, let's get a quick update on news and sports.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
We'll start first in Grand Island, where city crews, emergency personnel, and partner agencies actively addressing damage across the city following the historic storm and flash flooding that impacted the area last week. Grand Island Mayor Roger Steele put out a statement over the weekend saying, quote, "This was a storm of record-breaking magnitude, but Grand Island has always met adversity with resilience, and we're already seeing the community respond with strength, generosity, and care for neighbors," end quote. While many areas saw extensive water accumulation and damage, the majority of standing water has now receded, allowing safe access for cleanup, repairs, and evaluation. Howard County Emergency Management has reported a 30-foot section of railroad track near the Middle Loop River collapsing due to the flood undermining riverbanks. The North Central Rail Line halted all operations on the damaged stretch and is prioritizing repairs to restore service as soon as possible. Residents are urged to avoid the area as the riverbank erosion has made the surrounding ground unstable. Hamilton County Sheriff's Office asking the public to be on the lookout for a white male about 5'9" and 190 pounds following a weekend incident when an unidentified male was involved in a single vehicle accident. The Giltner Fire Department witnessed a man walking away from the collision into a nearby field and heard gunshots, apparently from him firing into the air. Upon arrival, the Nebraska State Patrol also reported hearing a gunshot, prompting law enforcement to secure and monitor the surrounding area. It is now 7:27. With that, we'll swing things back over your way. Mike, what's going down in sports?
Well, after not hearing his name called in the 2025 NBA draft, Bryce Williams of Nebraska has signed an undrafted rookie free agent contract with the Detroit Pistons. The 6'7" guard is now the fourth former Husker in the NBA. He joins Bryce McGowens and Delano Banton, who are both with Portland, and Jack McVay, who is with Houston. Williams concluded his Nebraska career with a record-shattering season. He averaged 20.4 points per game and set a new school record for points in a season. Williams totaled 713 points on the year, surpassing James Palmer Jr.'s mark of 708 set in 2018-2019. In American Legion baseball action over the weekend, Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes went 2-1 in the Hastings Grand Island tournament. The Braves are now 14-7. They'll play at Grand Island tomorrow night. Hastings Runza went 3-0 in the Omaha South tournament. The Warriors are now 15-8-1 and will play host to Overton in a doubleheader tomorrow night. Action gets underway at 5 out at Duncan Field. Hastings 5 Points Bank had the weekend off. The Chiefs will play at Grand Island tomorrow night. We'll have the action on Extreme Sports. The juniors game is at 5. The seniors to follow at 7:30. Pregame show begins at 4:45 here on Extreme Sports. Hastings Sodbusters will play host to the Fremont Moo tonight. The Sodbusters will be looking to break a 5-game losing streak. They are 15-12 on the season. First pitch, 6:35 out at Duncan. Hastings College senior Henry Kosmicki won the Hastings Open Golf Tournament over the weekend for the second straight year. Kosmicki outdueled former champion Josh Hendricks to win the championship by 2 strokes. On the women's side, Mackenzie Lasky won the low gross with a 155. Michelle Hartford won low net with a score of 141. And the Los Angeles Dodgers beat the Kansas City Royals 5-1 yesterday. Royals now 39-45 on the season. They'll play at Seattle tonight, beginning at 8:40. That's a check on your sports headlines coming up on 7:30 on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
Looks like we had just under an inch around Hastings here overnight, and of course we had a little severe weather as well. But once that moves out, we should have mostly sunny skies. It'll be a little breezy today, north wind 10 to 15, gusting to 25 miles per hour, and of course 82 degrees will be the high. Clear tonight and 60 for the overnight low, 87 and sunny on Tuesday. Winds will be light out of the southeast, 65 Tuesday night, and 91 and sunny on Wednesday.
As you wake up, get going this morning. Cloudy skies, northeast winds at 7. Temp stands at 67 in Hastings at Extreme Sports.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
I'm John Butler, Funeral Director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the Advanced Funeral Planning Specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Hamilton has been providing IT solutions for businesses across the state of Nebraska for more than 3 decades. We know that Nebraska businesses are a driving force of support for the communities in which we live and work. We keep them connected and protected by delivering cybersecurity, hosted phones, and managed IT. We are grateful to be part of our Nebraska communities and to support their technology needs.
More information at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Get ready for the ultimate trivia experience with Extreme Sports Trivia. Play from anywhere at home, on the go, or at your favorite bar or restaurant. Compete live against players from all over in real time, answering questions across categories like sports, pop culture, Marvel, and more. Want to see how you stack up? Track your progress with live leaderboards and aim for the top spot. It's free, fun, and super easy to play. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today at extremesports.com trivia and start playing now. And keep an eye out. We're coming soon to a bar or restaurant near you.
Get ready, race fans. Cam Raceway is teaming up with Extreme Sports for an electrifying season of high-speed, dirt-slinging, adrenaline-pumping action. Every race night, we're bringing you live video coverage straight from the track, so you won't miss a single lap, pass, or photo finish. From non-wing warriors to cage karts, flat karts, and the A-class winged beasts, we've got it all. There's nothing like the roar of the engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the rush of dirt flying action right in front of you. So get to the track and experience it live. But if you can't make it, don't sweat. Extreme Sports has you covered. Buckle up, because this season is going to be fast, fierce, and unforgettable. Make sure you like and follow Extreme Sports on Facebook to get all the latest updates, and we will see you at the track.
All right, Mike Wills, Heinz and Veronica with you on this Monday, the 30th of June. As we get you up, get you rolling out here this morning. Brand new work week, final day of the month. Getting ready for a holiday weekend coming up this week. Thanks for joining us, whether you're listening to us online at x-streamsports.com. maybe on your smartphone with a free mobile app, our smart speaker, Roku TV, Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you are this morning. Thanks for joining Mike, Will, Tyson, and Veronica with all the stuff that you need to get out the door here this morning. So, have a good weekend, by the way?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was hot. It was pretty miserable weather-wise for the most part, but yeah, decent weekend. Bartended down at the Flatwater Festival Friday. So got
how'd
to hear
that
my
go?
friends, Brienne and Rascal Martinez, two really talented musicians, take the stage. That was a good time. That continued on Saturday, but I was working down at the brew pub. So worked there Saturday night.
Yeah, a weekend of working, huh?
Sunday was basically highlighted by the U.S. men's soccer match. We all got together down at the brewery and watched the match.
Huh.
A thrilling shootout victory over Costa Rica.
Yeah, I can see you getting together for that.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah, I can see getting together for the soccer match. So they're going to play again on Wednesday?
Wednesday night.
Right. All right. 7:35.
Let's see. Today, by the way, on this 30th day of June, which is still crazy to me that we're talking the end of June already, it is, might be the end of time because it's National Asteroid Day today. Recognized by the United Nations to raise awareness of asteroids and planetary defense. It is also National Meteor Watch Day today, a meteor watching celebration. Today is Social Media Day, commemorating the platforms like Facebook, X, and Instagram and how they changed communication.
Yes, they have.
Haven't they?
God.
National Corvette Day. Little Red Corvette. And National Food Truck Day today. So there you go.
On a Monday, they have National Food Truck Day?
Absolutely.
That should be like a weekend thing. Yeah, the food trucks don't come rolling through there usually on a Monday, do they?
Well, it's just the day, the 30th of June. It can fall on a Friday sometimes, I guess.
I know, but that should be like a floating.
That's one that you would flex.
Yeah, that would be a flex.
Flex holiday. It's got to land on a Friday. I've always said that about St. Patrick's Day. Like, there is no reason that we need to celebrate it on the 17th of March. Like, it can rotate and be on a Friday all the time.
We could flex it out.
Wouldn't that be better than having a St. Patrick's Day on a Monday?
Or like on a Tuesday.
And like that's how you start your week with the bar raised that high? That creates almost insurpassable levels.
Well, there's no excitement for that.
There isn't.
There's no excitement for a St. Patrick's Day on a Tuesday.
Not on a freaking Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah. Even on a Wednesday.
You gotta go to work. You know?
Yeah, even on a Wednesday.
Yeah, because you got to go to work Thursday.
Thursday, you could celebrate St. Patrick's Day and then take a personal day off on Friday.
Yeah. You can
if you had
you can sneak in
an extra.
PT.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. St. Patrick's Day ought to be flexed out, and National Food Truck Day should be flexed out to the weekend.
Solving some problems over here.
We always do.
Ryan Martin, by the way, saying that Brienne Stone was absolutely fantastic at the Flatwater stage. She was. She's awesome.
We had her on the show not too long ago.
Yeah.
So that was Flatwater music over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so rolling right on through. This weekend, we'll have the 4th of July fireworks show. We'll have all kinds of stuff going on for the 4th of July holiday weekend.
Let's see. 4th's on a Friday.
Yep. That kind of screwed me up, too. When I was lobbying for our extra day off on Thursday, I said, when is the 4th anyway? She said, Friday. So I said, we can't take off July 3rd? I got voted down. Hell, I own this podcast, and why do I have to take directive?
Why are you taking well, I know why you're taking orders, because I know who writes the checks.
I know, but why do I need to take...
Because you have always taken orders from...
the person who writes the checks.
Right.
So that's the job to have.
Bookkeeper.
Yeah, the bookkeeper. She's got more She's got more say in this company than you and I do. I would take Thursday off. But she says we got to work, so I do what she says. We got to work Thursday.
I just like money, so.
Yeah, you'll be here Thursday.
I'll be on.
All right, what else is going on we need to talk about today?
Bryce Williams. He's a Piston, right?
Yeah, he's a Piston.
Yep.
He's just signed. Free agent deal. See if he can work into, get on the roster.
I was surprised he didn't go in the second round. I'll be honest with you. I thought he was kind of a second rounder. I'm surprised he didn't go.
After the first day, he was like the 38th pick available.
I thought that was kind of wild.
So Cockbrenner from Creighton, he goes. And now Williams goes. We'll see if anybody else signs any kind of a deal, either with the NBA teams or over in Europe. But that's just the last one that I heard, Bryce Williams signing with Detroit. I did see some interesting stuff, and this is probably right down your road. The EA Sports. Did we cover this last week? EA Sports came out with the ratings for the 2026 game that's going to be released here in a couple of weeks.
We covered the toughest places to play.
No, yeah, but I saw the ratings come out. And
top overall schools.
The top overall schools and the top offenses and the top defenses. Nebraska was actually in the top 25 for the offense. I didn't see him show up in the top 25 of the defense for EA Sports.
I just have the top 10 list.
All right,
by the way,
let's roll through that top 10 list.
Top 10 overall schools.
Yep.
According to their ranking from EA Sports' College Football 26, which comes out the second Tuesday in July.
You've already got yours ready to go.
I'm already pre-ordered. I'm ready to roll. The timer is started.
So it's like midnight strikes. They're going to download that to your system?
Yes.
That's how that works?
And by Tuesday or Wednesday morning, we might not. I mean... Ooh.
So you're like taking... when's July 15th? That's going to be obviously 2 weeks from tomorrow. So you're taking that day off?
I don't know if I can get that allowed from the bookkeeper. Yeah, July 15th.
Yeah, if we can't even get off July 3rd, how are you going to get off
how
July 15th?
How the hell am I getting off the 16th in time to
play your game?
Play a video game. Yeah. We might. We'll see. We'll explore that as we go. We might I might just join the show live from my PlayStation and
that'd be
have
neat.
the game going on in the background.
That'd be kind of
That'd be pretty cool. I see a lot of people make money on Twitch doing stuff like that. So, anyways, top 10 overall schools. Coming in with a overall 86 is LSU. The Tigers are in at 10. Oregon is number 9, also at an 86. Multiple schools with an 88 overall rating. So we'll go 8 through 2. A&M, Clemson, Georgia, Notre Dame, Penn State, Ohio State, and Texas are all at an 89 overall. And the top-ranked overall school, Coach DeBoer's Alabama, 89 overall.
All right, so if I'm playing my grandson right out of the gate, I want to choose Alabama as my team?
Yeah, that'd be your cheater team.
So I'll take Alabama or nothing. That's how I get him to play.
Sure.
I'll take Alabama. You can have anybody else, but I'm not going to play unless you give me Alabama. That's how I play.
Give you your best overall odds of winning?
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll give the grandson something else.
You take Alabama. I'll take Missouri Southern at this point.
Missouri Southern?
I'm pretty confident. Missouri State, actually. It used to be Southern Missouri State, and now it's just called Missouri State.
What's their power ranking?
Probably dead last. I'm guessing dead ass last. They're them and Delaware are going to be entering the D1 college football slate this year. So there's 2 new D1 schools.
So you would take them if I was playing?
Oh yeah, I would take Missouri State. I would be the worst overall team going up against the best overall team, and I'm pretty confident that the line would be at like 42.
And you could beat me?
Yeah. I mean, no offense.
But you could beat me.
Yeah. Yeah, I could.
That'd be the biggest upset ever. I mean, if Missouri State beat Alabama.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Like, if that actually happened?
You could beat me if I was a 42-point favorite. You probably could.
I think I could not only cover the spread, but I could win outright. I'll give you a 42-point head start.
Wow. I just run the damn ball.
Run the clock out?
Yeah, I just...
That's
run the damn ball.
I just run the clock out.
That's smart. That's smart football. You're learning. I've been teaching you a thing or two about football on this show.
You got the top offenses?
Yeah. You want them?
Where they got them?
Top offenses. We did a top overall schools. Okay. Miami, Florida, Notre Dame. Here's Bama again. We've got LSU, Clemson. Here's a sneaky one. 4th ranked top offense in college football 26. Arizona State, Ohio State, Penn State, and then horns down, Texas.
Texas is first.
Texas and Arch Manning are ranked at the very top offense.
All right.
Top defenses, Clemson, the Texas Tech Red Raiders come in at number 9. I didn't think they played defense in the Big 12.
No, I didn't either.
We got LSU in at 8. The Oregon Ducks, Michigan, Ohio State, Georgia, Penn State. And there's Texas again. And then the top-ranked defense is the Crimson Tide. Roll Tide.
Looks like Alabama or Texas. Yeah, if you're going to play EA Sports college football, looks like Alabama or Texas is your team.
So gross. Texas.
I know, but you want to have a good chance to win.
I like a good challenge. Give me like a Tulsa.
When you get that thing downloaded, I'll come over and play you.
I like that. That'd be good. We can record it.
We'll
Dude,
you give me Alabama.
Okay.
You take
Missouri State.
Missouri State. See if you can beat me.
It's gonna be outstanding. Oh, you'll need to bring a controller though.
I don't have a controller.
I only have one controller. I just realized that.
Is that for PS5?
It is, yeah.
I got maybe borrow one.
You might know a guy.
Yeah, maybe Ry can let me borrow a controller.
Ry can let me borrow your controller quick. I gotta go beat Dyson.
How much do they cost?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't shopped for a controller lately.
Like, could we afford it?
Probably not.
Is it sophisticated?
We'd have to work Friday.
To be able to afford a controller? How am I going to play you then if I don't have a controller?
Borrow one from Riken.
Yeah, I'll borrow his. I think he's got a couple. He won't miss it.
That'd be great.
Promise to bring it back. Yeah, but my game plan...
You get frustrated and break it.
My game plan is pretty simple.
Run the damn ball.
Would be simple.
Run the damn ball.
That's what I would do. I'd shorten the game. Shorten the game against you. Anyway, that's EA Sports. Again, it's coming out on the July 15th. That's the first time, really, it's been updated. Did I read that right? In like a decade, in 10 years?
Last year's version, yeah.
That was the first time it's been updated since like 2000.
Well, yeah, because they couldn't make a college football game. Like, that's the whole story. Is this thing was a part of our lives for years, from like 2003 to 2000. I want to say 14.
That's 14, yeah.
And then Sam Keller comes in and whines and moans that he's image and likeness is being displayed on the video game, but it's not his name, and so he doesn't get any financial compensation. And then they go to court, and next thing you know, like EA Sports just stopped making the college games, and
Because of Sam Keller from
Because
Nebraska.
of Sam Keller and the NIL deals. And then once they got NIL sorted out, then they released the long-awaited anticipation game last year. And the servers crashed like 2 days in because there was so much demand for it. So
what'd they do?
They fixed it.
They fixed it and downloaded, so you didn't get your game when you're supposed to?
Oh, you had the game, but you couldn't play online. Couldn't do the online modes.
All right, so now they got the new version coming out in 2026, and this is the hot one. You got to have it. If you're a gamer, you got to have this game.
If you're a sports gamer, there's gamers that I talk to people all the time that are in like the gaming community that are on the esports team at CCC, and I'm like, oh, so like you guys play EA Sports FC or College Football 26, MLB The Show? They're like, no, we play COD. I'm like, oh.
Oh.
So like there's sports gamers and then there's gamers.
Aren't you fun?
Right?
I just roll my eyes and say, boy, aren't you fun?
It is fun.
No, I mean, if you're playing the old games.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, aren't you fun? Of course, they might have a job like ours and we can't afford another controller.
This is true.
I can't believe we only got one controller.
I haven't broke it yet.
How much is a controller for a PS5?
Got to be like, I'm gonna bet over $50.
$50?
I'm gonna say over $50. I don't have the price in front of me.
How about 25? Look it up right quick, because I'm not spending $50 to come over to your house. I'm gonna have to borrow one. Look it up right quick. Controller for PS5.
Hang on.
I probably just need the basic controller. Plug into your system. We got
$74.99.
$75 to buy a controller?
$74.99.
Are you kidding me? $75?
Don't break your controller.
I'm not breaking one. I'm trying to add to your system.
I don't need a second controller because I'm kind of a loner.
$75?
Yeah.
$80?
They're cool.
I'll see if I can borrow one. I'll see if I can borrow one. Of course, I went out yesterday.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, we're getting way off a topic here.
That's all right.
But I went out yesterday to buy me some shorts to get me through the rest of the summer. And I was at this store, picked up a pair of shorts I kind of liked. $70 for a pair of shorts.
Where the hell did you buy your shorts?
I didn't buy that pair. I threw that baby back on the rack. $70 for a pair of shorts.
Yeah, like half the fabric is cut off.
So that's what I mean. I don't know if I would buy a pair of pants for $70.
I got 2 pairs of shorts and a shirt over the weekend and paid $50.
Obviously,
So
we're
where
shopping
are you
at the
getting your
same
clothes?
store. $70 for a pair of shorts. So I looked at another rack, $60.
No.
So I went down to the cheaper
You're
section.
shopping at the wrong place, man.
Yeah, I got some shorts for like $30. But $70 for a pair of shorts. Where's the rest of the fabric? Why would you pay $70 for some long pants?
Well, that's what I always felt that way about jeans.
I just needed a pair or two to get me through the rest of the summer.
People
so I
will
was going
pay
to pick
like
me up. I'm not paying $70 for shorts.
People
I'm
pay
not
like
paying
hundreds of
$80 for a
dollars.
PS5 controller.
Well, I know. Just
I can't borrow my grandson's shorts, though.
That's true.
It wouldn't work.
No, it would not.
I can borrow his controller. I can't borrow his shorts.
I have a couple. Just let me know. You can be able to borrow one from Lou Dog. He's chiming in.
Oh, he's got one?
He'll let you borrow one.
$70,
You're
$80
set.
for a controller. Has he got an extra one?
Yeah, he says he's got a couple.
Yeah, well, maybe might go to Lou Dog's house then and play. If he's got a couple extra controllers, I wouldn't have to invest in anything that way. Go to your house, hell, I'd probably have to bring beverages and snacks too.
Oh yeah, that fridge is empty, dude.
It's the end of the month.
There ain't nothing in there.
It's the end of the month. There's not anything in there.
We're sliding into payday here.
That's if the bookkeeper's on time. Yeah, well, there's nothing in the fridge. So in addition to bringing over your controller, could you bring some snacks?
Could you bring some snacks?
And some beer?
Bring food and beer.
God. Waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning. We are way off a topic. I had none of this on our show list for today.
You literally brought up the video game.
Well, I did.
So
I didn't
how
know
can we get off topic when you bring it up?
Now we're talking about shorts and your refrigerator being empty.
We're talking about overpriced things.
I know. I still can't believe that.
$70.
All right, waking up with Mike and Tyson is already 7:55 on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
We'll start in Grand Island, where city crews, emergency personnel, and partner agencies are actively assessing damage across the city following the historic storm and flash flooding that impacted the area last week. Mayor Roger Steele put out a statement over the weekend saying, quote, "This was a storm of record-breaking magnitude, but Grand Island has always met adversity with resilience, and we're already seeing the community respond with strength, generosity, and care for neighbors," end quote. While many areas saw extensive water accumulation and damage, the majority of standing water has now receded, allowing safe access for cleanup, repairs, and evaluation. Meanwhile, over in Howard County, emergency crews reported a 30-foot section of railroad track near the Middle Loop River had collapsed due to the flood. North Central Rail Line halted all operations on the damaged stretch and is prioritizing repairs to restore service as soon as possible. Residents are urged to avoid the area as riverbank erosion has made the surrounding ground unstable. Hamilton County Sheriff's Office asking the public for assistance and to be on the lookout for a white male about 5'9", 190 pounds, following a weekend incident with an unidentified male was involved in a single vehicle accident. The Giltner Fire Department witnessed a man walking away from a collision into a nearby field and then heard gunshots, apparently from him firing into the air. Upon arrival, the State Patrol also reported hearing a gunshot, prompting law enforcement to secure and monitor the surrounding area. It's 7:57. We'll swing things back over Mike's way. Mike, what's going on in sports?
After not hearing his name called in the 2025 NBA draft, Bryce Williams of Nebraska has signed an undrafted rookie free agent contract with the Detroit Pistons. The 6'7" guard is now the fourth former Husker in the NBA. He joins Bryce McCowens and Delano Banton, who are both with Portland, and Jack McVay, who is with Houston. Williams concluded his Nebraska career with a record-shattering season. He averaged 20.4 points per game and set a new school record for points in a season. He totaled 713 points on the year, surpassing James Palmer Jr.'s mark of 708, set in 2018-2019. Legion baseball action over the weekend. Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes went 2-1 in the Hastings Grand Island tournament. The Braves are now 14-7. They'll play at Grand Island tomorrow night. Hastings Runza went 3-0 in the Omaha South tournament. The Warriors are now 15-8-1. And will play host to Overton in a doubleheader tomorrow night. Action gets underway at 5 out of Duncan Field. Hastings 5 Points Bank had the weekend off. The Chiefs will play at Grand Island tomorrow night. We'll have the action on Extreme Sports. The juniors game is at 5, with the seniors to follow at 7:30. Pregame show at 4:45 tomorrow afternoon here on Extreme Sports. Hastings Sodbusters will play host to the Fremont Moo tonight. Sodbusters will be looking to break a 5-game losing streak. They are 15-12 in the season. First pitch will be at 6:35. Hastings College senior Henry Kosmicki won the Hastings Open Golf Tournament over the weekend. For the second straight year, he outdueled former champion Josh Hendricks to win the championship by 2 strokes. The Dodgers beat the Royals 5-1 yesterday. Royals now 39-45 on the season. They'll play at Seattle tonight, beginning at 8:40. That's a check in your sports headlines at 7:59.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
Looks like we had just under an inch around Hastings here overnight, and of course we had a little severe weather as well. But once that moves out, we should have mostly sunny skies. It'll be a little breezy today, north wind 10 to 15, gusting to 25 miles per hour, and of course 82 degrees will be the high. Clear tonight and 60 for the overnight low, 87 and sunny on Tuesday. Winds will be light out of the southeast, 65 Tuesday night, and 91 and sunny on Wednesday.
Northeast winds this morning, 7 miles per hour. It is cloudy. It is 67 in Hastings at Extreme Sports.
Have you checked the time lately? Good chance a Maletta Vista Winery is open. Hey, this is Mick with an update on our new hours. Tuesday through Sunday, we're open 11:30 to 3, and Fridays and Saturdays 11:30 till 9. Not sure what you want to enjoy when you get here? Well, Maletta Vista features award-winning wine, select beers, spirits, world-class foods, breathtaking views, and live entertainment. Visit MalettaVistaWinery.com. Check out our events page for music schedules and more. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook. Make your reservations now at Maletta Vista Winery, located on Highway 281, just north of St. Paul.
Conant Auto Care is the trusted name in automotive repair and maintenance services in Hastings. We're a gold-certified Napa Auto Care Center. Our ASE-certified technicians have the Blue Seal of Excellence, receive continuous training, and are committed to providing the best service your vehicle can get. Whether it's preventative maintenance, major repairs, or just an oil change, Conant Auto Care is here for you.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydromassage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
All right, Mike Will, Tyson and Bronick with you. Huddle up on Extreme Sports for this Monday. We got to the end of the show. I don't know how you've done that. A lot of great, interesting conversation here with us this morning.
Well, we're finding a spot for our first anniversary show coming up in
September.
A few months. Yeah.
Yeah. It might take us this long to allow someone to allow us in.
It'll be there before you know it, man.
7 o'clock, they're going to say, what? You're coming in at what time? 7 a.m. to do a radio broadcast?
I can't do 7 a.m. We got to be there before that.
Yeah, probably had to be there about 6. I think the odds-on favorite right now has got to be the casino.
I'm also leaning towards Cow Palace. That could be a fun show.
At the Cow Palace?
At the Cow Palace.
You know who owns that? Still the same people?
Oh, hell, I don't know.
I was up there like 7 years ago, maybe.
It's been 84 years.
So is it the same owners?
I don't know. It's been a while.
We'll dive into that. Cow
It's been a hot minute
Palace.
since I've been to the Cow Palace. Probably also about 7 years.
They serve breakfast, I think, at the Cow Palace.
They did. My Cow Palace story, we were playing Grand Island games. I want to say this was 2018. We were playing in the GI games, and the event started off in the morning, but there was you might know, rain. And that's Grand Island and rain. Oof, it's been rough. But, yeah, we got rained out for the morning events, and so they were waiting out this storm system, which was going to pass in about 2 hours before they resumed. But, we were already in the mood for GI games and drinks, so we went to the Cow Palace at 7:30 in the morning.
Well, they got to be open then.
Yeah, and that was about the extent of my memories and recollection of the day.
Okay, we'll put them on the possibility list. The casino or the Cow Palace?
Either way, it'll be a fun show.
You know what we could do? We could come up like the top 5 choices to do our show for our first
Let
anniversary.
the audience pick?
Let the audience pick.
That's dangerous.
That could be good. We'll come up with 5 sites to do our 1-year anniversary show.
Okay.
And let maybe the audience decide.
Okay, I'm down.
So there's 2 of them right there. The casino or the Cow Palace in Grand Island.
Got to be realistic.
So we got to come up with 3 more.
Okay.
Everybody put their thinking caps on here.
We will do that tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll revisit this topic again tomorrow because usually on holiday weeks there's not a lot to talk about.
Right.
So we'll plan our 1-year anniversary show. That's what the idea that we're going to make it clear till September.
But by the time that we plan it, it'll be time for the 1-year anniversary show.
Yeah. Well, that's if we make it to September, whatever.
We got to get there first.
We got to make it through July and August.
We got to get to Thursday.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll come up with 5 places.
Okay.
We'll kind of let the listeners decide where we're going to have our 1-year anniversary show. Might be in the city dump. If we put together another show like we did today, we might be doing the show from the city dump.
You're always so down on yourself. Like,
I know,
we're having a fun show.
You know, we had a lot of stuff to talk about.
You even talked about F1 today. I'm proud of you.
That's only because Riken told me I had to. Now I'm taking orders from a 10-year-old. And I'm taking orders from a bookkeeper.
Uh-huh.
When do I have a say on this show?
You don't.
You and I don't.
Welcome to the beauty of co-ownership.
We're just the talent.
We're just along for the ride.
Yeah, he took orders from Riken. It says, I got to beat you to the punch on F1. So he told me Lando Norris won over the weekend.
The Fighting Papayas.
And I took orders from the bookkeeper. Says, we're not taking off Thursday.
No extra day off for you.
No extra day off. And now we're going to plan our anniversary show.
But we're going to let the audience decide, so we're going to take orders from them.
Yeah, we're not even going to decide that. We're going to let the audience decide. I wonder what's in the budget for our first anniversary party.
You know how good we did on the Blazing 5? We don't have a budget, buddy.
We got to have a budget of some sort to put this together. I mean, we need streamers. We got to have somebody decorate for us.
I just think like the draft day lounge at the casino with the sports book, like that's the perfect setting for a Friday Blazing 5 show, right?
Should be.
I think we got good odds.
Cow Palace.
Anyways.
Yeah, we'll come up with 3 more. Casino and the Cow Palace are on the list. Those are the first 2 choices. You got to come up with 3 more. Somebody's got to come up with 3 more. Then we'll put it up for a vote.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's see, anything else going on today?
Nothing.
Monday. God, it's crappy weather. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down.
I just take naps.
You're going to take a nap today?
There's really good odds before I go out to the baseball diamond tonight.
You're going to take a nap?
I like naps. I might take a nap right after you close the show.
As soon as we get off?
Let's wrap her up.
My bed is waiting. Anyway, if you'd like to listen to the show again, you can. Go to our podcast section on our social media sites. You can download the podcast of the show and listen to it at your convenience. Had a lot of interesting stuff on this show today. Nothing really earth-shattering, like breaking stuff, but we had a lot of interesting conversation. That's what this show is all about. And now, in one show, we're planning our 1-year anniversary show. And we talked about EA Sports, but I've got to come up with a controller. Lou Dog says I can borrow his. So that's just some of the highlights of the show here today. Anything else?
My plate's empty, man.
I thought you just left me.
No.
I thought you were going to take a nap already.
I mean, I can't Irish goodbye you. Like, that's just mean.
God. All right. We're going to do this show again tomorrow morning.
All right.
7 a.m. Have yourself a great day.